on my graphics. On my graphics
awesome.
tonight.
Oh, I love it. That's great.
That and it's on top of the scoreboard tonight
That's
too.
awesome.
The entire game. Great.
Mark, you good? Tim, you got all kinds of.
Yeah.
Gotta have a mask.
$50 a game is not enough. Because it doesn't even cover my travel expenses. Yeah, I get $10 more a game to travel. But I live in Burn too, so.
Good evening and welcome to Elk Point-Jefferson High School. I'm Mark Krebs, your voice of the Huskies all season long. Welcome to Elk Point-Jefferson Football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions, alongside Abby Cassidy tonight, who we'd like to say happy birthday to. We'll be saying it a lot to her during the broadcast as well this evening. She is down with the pep band at the moment, performing for the fans that are coming in here for Military Appreciation Night here in Elk Point this evening. So coming into tonight, the Huskies are coming into this game 2-3 after losing to the West Sioux Falcons last Saturday night, 38-0. After that long and convoluted week of scheduled and rescheduled games, really, if you think about it, you had the Huskies, who were supposed to play Beersford. Beersford canceled due to COVID reasons. Then Wagner ended up canceling on Thursday afternoon due to COVID once again, and West Sioux decided to come, said that they would come across the border and that they would come and play the Huskies. West Sioux Falcons are a Class 1A team in.
Hey, how are you?
They are a Class 1A team in Iowa, so they were a class up from the Huskies, and the Huskies gave it all they could, but West Sioux just ended up dominating them throughout the entire game. Now that game, Riley Schmitz had 11 tackles in the game for the Huskies. Gavin Jacobs, believe it or not, one of our offensive linemen, was the leading rusher of the week with 62 yards. More than 50 of those came on a trick play in the first half against the Falcons. I believe he had 55 yards just on that one play alone. Now the Husky offense has been very productive this year, averaging 292 yards per game and only giving up 255 per game to the opponents. The Huskies have given up, though, 138 points while scoring 109 on the season as well. So the Huskies are getting the scoring machine going, but there are times that they do need to capitalize on some of the opportunities that they've had inside the red zone. Now, the rushing attack for the Huskies has been alive and well this season, gaining over 1,000 yards through the first 5 games of the year. Schmitz, of course, is the leading rusher for the Huskies so far, with more than half of the rushing yards, 540, and 3 touchdowns on the season. The passing attack of the Huskies has also been on display this season as sophomore quarterback Noah McDermott has thrown the ball for 372 yards and 5 touchdowns so far on the season as well. Andrew Neerman has also gotten into the passing attack, going 1 for 2 for 75 yards and a touchdown against Bridgewater Emory-Ethan back on August 28th. The defense for the Huskies has also been very, very solid this season, with Schmitz taking over where he left off last season as the leading tackler for EPJ with 54 on the season so far. Andrew Neerman has 24 tackles on the season, along with 20 for Ben Swadek. Schmitz and Neerman have also gotten to the quarterback twice each this season as part of the 6 sacks, which the Huskies have recorded so far this year. Last season in this matchup, the Huskies defeated the Blue Dragons of Garretson in a 28-21 in a rain-soaked game up in Garretson that had some lightning towards the end of the game, and we were really surprised that they did not call that game at that point, or at least suspend it until the Lightning moved out of the area. Now Garretson comes into tonight's contest with a record of 2-3 after suffering a 42-17 defeat to McCook Central Montrose last week. That game was played in Salem last Friday night. Now the Blue Dragons are a young team on both sides of the football, playing only 4 seniors on either side of the ball. Garretson comes into this game scoring 24.2 points a game, while their defense only gives up 21 points a game. So they've been playing in some very close games, averages-wise. Right now, Garretson has faced Webster area, where they won 42-0 back on August 21st in Week 0. They played Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central, and Garretson lost that game 20-3. Lost 34-28 to the Beersford Watchdogs back on September 4th. Defeated Flandreau in Garretson 31-3. And then last week they played McCook Central Mont, the Cougars, and fell to them 42-17. Now that is who the Huskies are going to face next week up in Salem, is McCook Central Montrose. So the Huskies are going to have to play a really sharp game tonight and prepare really, really well for next week's game. Now, the Blue Dragons have 1,435 yards of total offense so far this season, while their defensive unit has only given up 1,198. So the opponents have been hard-pressed to get something going on offense. Now, this is a run-first team, which averages 171 yards per game on the ground and just 116 through the air. Junior quarterback Dylan Kent leads the team, having gone 40 for 99 through the air for 582 yards so far this season. Dominic Abraham is the leading rusher for the Blue Dragons, averaging close to 82 yards per game on the ground, while Kent has had to scramble a bit himself, averaging 24 yards per game on the ground as well. Cooper Long is the leading receiver for the Blue Dragons, averaging 17 yards per catch and nearly 48 yards a game. The passing game has been spread out through 7 different receivers so far this season, but Kent's main targets have been Long, Jace Miller, and Caden Ockenga. Kent has accounted for 703 total yards on the season so far, with Dominic Abraham behind him with 409. This is the 1-2 punch which the Blue Dragons offense uses to wear down their opponent, so the Huskies are going to have to really limit the number of touches that Abraham especially is going to get tonight. Now again, next week the Huskies are going to travel up to Salem to take on McCook Central Montrose, and the Blue Dragons will return home for their final 2 contests of the season, beginning with Bridgewater Emory-Ethan next Friday night. So when we come back, we will have the national anthem here on Military Appreciation Night. And after that, we will bring you the starting lineups and the opening kickoff. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, a production of Fuller Digital Solution. We'll be back right after these messages.
Combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota, and Akron, Iowa.
Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it. Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers north. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven product.
The 1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Thank you for your service and wish you all the best in your future.
And welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here. Again, I'm Mark Krebs alongside Abby Casting. We're going to say a big happy birthday to Abby today as she celebrates a milestone birthday. We're not going to say how old she is, though. But Abby is with us all season long. Football, basketball, volleyball, she is with us. So we're going to pause for the national anthem, and then when we come back, we will provide you your starting lineups of tonight's game.
Remove all headgear and stand at attention as the Elk Point-Jefferson Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Aaron Schnelling, plays our national anthem. Please remain standing until the colors are retired. And now we'll introduce the teams. First for the Garretson Blue Dragons.
A nice round of applause and a great rendition of the national anthem performed by the Elk Point-Jefferson Husky Pep Band. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups. First, we're going to look at the Huskies on offense. At quarterback, number 12, Noah McDermott, the 5'6", 166-pound sophomore. Number 15, Tyler Gehring is at wide receiver tonight. He is back after suffering a wrist injury last week. Gehring is a 6'3", 168-pound senior. The running backs are Riley Schmitz, number 5, a 6', 171-pound senior. And Skylar Swadek, number 33, 5'10", 155-pound senior. The tight ends are Will Gary, number 31, 5'9", 158-pound senior. And number 42, Jacob Lichtenberg, the 6'2", 202-pound junior. At left tackle, number 60, Chase Fornia, 6'2", 223-pound sophomore. The left guard is number 54, Tyler LaFleur, the 198-pound senior, 6-foot senior. At center is number 66, Noah Larson, the 6'1", 228-pound senior. The right guard is number 55, Gavin Jacobs, the 5'11", 178-pound sophomore. And at right tackle is number 72, Luke McInerney, the 6'4", 272-pound senior. Now missing from the lineup tonight is Ethan Kelly. He is a healthy scratch this evening. I talked with head coach Jake Terry, and he said just Ethan has been feeling under the weather this week, so they have gone ahead and scratched him for tonight's game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Husky defense. At the defensive ends are number 55, Gavin Jacobs, and number 44, Andrew Neerman, the 6', 188-pound senior. The D tackles are number 42, Jacob Lichtenberg, and Noah Larson, number 66. At linebacker is number 5, Riley Schmitz. Number 27, Ben Swadek, the 5'10", 163-pound sophomore. Number 33, Skylar Swadek. And number 28, Devin Schmitz, the 5'10", 162-pound sophomore. And the defensive backs are number 19, Jacob Scarman, a 5'10", 140-pound sophomore. Number 22, Lucas Heiser, a 5'9", 158-pound sophomore. Number 7, Hunter Gary, a 5'7", 134-pound sophomore. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Blue Dragons offense. The Blue Dragons are going to line up like this. At quarterback is number 2, Dylan Kent, 6'1", 150-pound junior. The fullback is number 44, Dominic Abram. We talked about him during our pregame show. The 5'10", 175-pound senior. The wingbacks are number 30, Trayvon Cross, at 5'9", 140-pound senior. And number 11, Jace Miller, 5'9", 135-pound junior. At split end is number 6, Cooper Long, a 6'2", 160-pound sophomore. And number 80, Ryan Flanagan, a 6'2", 180-pound junior. At one tackle is Jaden Richter, number 66, a 6'2", 225-pound sophomore. At one guard is number 74, Gabe Johnson, a 6'3", 280-pound junior. Evan Bly is the center, number 71. He is a 6'2", 175-pound senior. Number 53, Rave Ulrich, a 6', 210-pound senior, is at the other guard. And the other tackle is number 58, Dylan Jessen, the 5'11", 180-pound sophomore. Looking at the Blue Dragons defense, at defensive end are number 71, Evan Bly, number 66, Jaden Richter. The defensive tackle is number 3, Rave Ulrich. The linebackers are number 30, Trayvon Cross. Number 56, Jake Schroeder, the 5'10", 165-pound senior. Number 20, Hunter Abraham, 6', 150-pound sophomore. And number 44, Dominic Abraham. And number 14, Joe Zahn, a 6'3", 180-pound senior. The cornerbacks are number 11, Jace Miller, and number 2, Dylan Kent. And the safety is number 6, Cooper Long. So we are having the coin toss right at midfield right now. Huskies are going to move south to north.
The Blue Dragons won the toss.
Blue Dragons won the toss, and they have elected to receive the kick. They are going to go north to south tonight. So as we are getting ready, it's great to see Drake P down on the field as well, supporting his team while he recovers from that knee injury he suffered a couple of weeks ago at Sioux Valley. Carson Timmons is going to do the kicking duties tonight. Back deep for the Blue Dragons.
Back for the Blue Devils is
Dylan Kent and Jace Miller are back for the Blue Dragons, standing at about their own 15-yard line. So Timmons puts a boot into this one. It's going to be fielded by Kent at the 20. Kent's going to look for a hole. He gets out to the 30, 35, and finally gets tripped up by the Huskies. So we are underway here. Tackle was by number 7, Hunter Gary, for the Huskies.
From their own 37-yard line.
So the Blue Dragons are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line with 11:56 left to go here in the first quarter. So Kent's got one man split wide to his right, one split wide to the left, I formation. Man in motion. Pitch goes back to Jace Miller. Miller
on the carry for the Dragons. The Blue Dragons.
Miller was tackled by a couple of Huskies there. I couldn't really tell who it was. A gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 8 from their own 39-yard line for the Blue Dragons. So Jace Miller was the man in motion on that play. So we may have to watch him tonight as well. So Kent back under center, man split wide to the right, one split wide to the left, single set backfield. Handoff's going to go right up the middle. Dominic Abraham on the carry for
Lichtenberg on the stop.
For the Blue Dragons. Andrew Neerman and Jacob Lichtenberg in on the stop there for the Huskies. A gain of about 3 on the play. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 now from the 42-yard line. 10:56 left to go here in the first quarter. So Kent drops back. This is going to be his first pass. He's got a man. Oh, and it's almost picked off by the Huskies. Pass was caught by Cooper Long.
Nice catch. That's about a
5.5 yard gain on the play. Brings up a first down for the Blue Dragons. 1st and 10 now from their own 48-yard line. In there on coverage for the Huskies was Lucas Heiser. Heiser almost got himself an interception there. So Kent back under center. Man split wide to the left. Kent drops back to pass. He's looking for his man. Cooper Long is the intended target. He's looking for a flag. He's not going to get one. That was good coverage, good double coverage. Lucas Heiser in on the coverage for the Huskies. So brings up 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. 10-10 left to go here in the first quarter. Kent's got 2 men split wide to his left, 1 split wide to the right. Kent drops back to pass. He's looking for a man. Cooper Long was the intended target again, and that was about 3 yards too far for Long. Incomplete pass, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Blue Dragons. Now the Blue Dragons do have a punter, Cody Erickson, number 40. He has already hit a 52-yard field goal this season, so the kid has a leg, that's for sure. So we'll have to see how that plays out into the Blue Dragon attack. So Kent back under center. He's got 1 split wide to the left, 1 split wide to the right. Man in motion. Handoff goes right up the middle. Handoff went to Abraham, to Dominic Abraham. Got about 11 yards on the carry. Ben Swatikin on the stop, among others, for the Huskies. He got 12 yards on the gain, and that brings it up 1st down for the Blue Dragon from the Husky 39. 9:48 left to go here in the first quarter. A fast-moving first quarter so far. Man in motion, handoff goes back to Abraham. Abraham powers his way right up the middle, gets about 4 yards on the carry.
Abraham on the carry.
Noah Larson in on the tackle, and Jacob Lichtenberg in on the tackle for the Huskies. Andrew Neerman in there as well.
4 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Dragons.
Luke McInerney checking into the game for the Huskies right now. So Kent and the Blue Dragon offense definitely methodically marching down the field at the moment. Kent has one split wide to the right, one split wide to the left. Man in motion, handoff goes to Abraham. Abraham's going to try the left side this time, and he's going to get a met immediately by several Huskies. Jacob Lichtenberg was the first man to get to him and get the stop.
Wrap him up for
Skylar Swadek in on the
no gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
In on the stop, no gain for the Blue Dragons on that. Brings up a 3rd and 6 from the 34-yard line. So Kent back under center. He's got Tripp split wide to his right, one split wide to the left. Abraham in his back, in the backfield. Kent drops back to pass. Oh, he had all sorts of pressure on him. Cooper Long was the man who was providing the coverage. There is no wind to speak of right now, so we're going to see what happens. So it looks like the Blue Dragons are going to go for this. I do not see Erickson out there. So 4th and 6 from the 34-yard line. 8:18 left to go here in the first quarter. Kent under center. He's got Abraham in the backfield, man in motion. And we've got whistles all over the place right now. And a timeout called by the Blue Dragons. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take one with them. With no score here in Elk Point, Huskies and the Garretson Blue Dragons are taking each other on tonight in this Big East Conference showdown. 8:18 left to go here in the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We cover Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa, and we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube. Digital Solutions on YouTube.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies and the Garretson Blue Dragons are just underway here. 8:18 left to go here in the first quarter, and there's no scoring. So Garretson is going to go for it on this 4th and 6 play. So Kent under center. Kent with the pitch back to Abraham, and Abraham's not going to get it. Husky defense stands.
Abraham on the carry.
Abraham only got about 3 yards on that. Riley Schmitz was the man who first got to him. Huskies going to take over 1st and 10 on downs from their own 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
So this will be Noah McDermott's first offensive play. Skylar Swadek coming out of the game for the Huskies right now. A good crowd on hand on a chilly night here in Elk Point. McDermott's got one man split wide to his right. That's Tyler Gehring. Man in motion is Schmitz. Snap goes back to McDermott. McDermott handoff to Schmitz. Schmitz powers his way up the middle for about 6 yards on the carry.
Hunter Abraham on the stop for the Blue Dragons.
Said it's a beautiful night here for football. 56 degrees here at game time. From the other side of the press box, it's beautiful football weather is what I'm hearing right now. No wind to speak of whatsoever. It was blowing at about 5 to 10 miles an hour earlier, straight out of the south. McDermott with the pass complete to Skylar Swadek. Swadek's going to bounce off a couple of tacklers from the Blue Dragons. Dominic Abraham in on the stop for the Blue Dragons. Swadek gets about 3 yards, so 3rd and 1 now for the Huskies from the 41-yard line. There was some confusion. I think Andrew Neerman didn't know where he was supposed to be. Luckily, the Huskies saw it and waved him off. So McDermott back in the shotgun formation. Handoff goes to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to break through, and he's going to get the first down and more. Riley Schmidt straight up the middle for the Huskies. That's going to be about a 6-yard gain, and it's going to be a first down for the Huskies. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Garretson's bench is very, very short. So it's going to be interesting to see how well the Huskies can wear down these offensive and defensive units. Like I was talking about, this is a younger team with only 4 seniors playing on either side of the ball, or at least starting on either side of the ball. So McDermott's got a man split wide to his right. Handoff's going to go right up the middle. Nope, Schmidt's going to bounce outside to the right. And Schmidt's going to get about 10 yards on the carry for another Husky first down. Kent in on the stop for the Blue Dragons. So Riley Schmitz, after being held to a season low, last week, Schmitz is picking right back up where he left off a couple of weeks ago, and the Huskies are moving the ball on the ground. So far, it's with 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of the Blue Dragons. So McDermott's got 2 men split wide to his right. Man in motion is Schmitz. Handoff's going to go to Schmitz around the left side this time. And the Blue Dragons were ready for that. Schmitz may have gotten a yard on the carry. Jake Schroeder in on the tackle for the Blue Dragons. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 9. No, they're going to say he lost about a half a yard. So 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. 5:22 left to go here in the first quarter. No score here in Elk Point.
2nd and 10 for the Huskies.
So 2nd and 10 for the Huskies. McDermott has 2 men split wide to the right. Man in motion. Quick pass to Neerman. Neerman's looking for some running room. He stiff arms 1, 2 tacklers, and then gets thrown out of bounds. Oh, that was dangerously close to what could have been a late hit. But Neerman,
shove him out of bounds for about a 7, maybe.
With a 7-yard gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 3 for the Huskies. 4:59 left to go here in the first quarter. So McDermott's got Schmitz right next to him. McDermott's 2 men split wide to the left. And McDermott's going to call his own number. He's going to get the first down and more. Good run for Noah McDermott.
Noah McDermott on the keeper.
Big hole up the left side for him.
Gain of about 8. That's a Husky first down.
And that's a Husky first down.
Made a boo-boo. We need to announce the cheerleaders for the Huskies. Trinity Love, Ann Petra, Abby Olson, Victoria Haberman, Jordan Swanson, and Carly Welch. Sorry,
so 4:34 left to go here in the first quarter. The PA announcer made a big boo-boo and did not announce the cheerleaders for the Huskies. McDermott with the handoff to Schmitz, and Schmitz is going to find room. No, check that. Lucas Heiser on the carry.
Hunter Abraham on the stop.
Carter Abraham in on the stop for the Blue Dragons. But Heiser got about 5 yards on, maybe 6 yards on the carry. Brings up a 2nd and 4 now for the Huskies. The Blue Dragon 22-yard line. 4 minutes left to go. Huskies are moving the football. So McDermott's got Gehring split wide to the right. McDermott drops back to pass. He's looking to hook up with Gehring, and he's going to be out of bounds. Made the catch, but he was just out of bounds. Some good defense there by the Blue Dragons. Brings up a 3rd and 4 situation from the Blue Dragon 22-yard line with 3:44 left to go.
Hunter Gehring falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Huskies.
So a good thought. I thought that's where they were going to go when I saw Gehring go split wide to the right all alone. So McDermott has Schmitz and Swadek right next to him. Handoff's going to go to Swadek. We've got a flag on the play. And we're going to see what this flag is all about.
Skylar Swadek on the carry.
Skylar Swadek in on the carry for the Huskies.
Let's see what the mustard on the lettuce is.
And an illegal procedure call on the Huskies. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. So instead of 3rd and 4, it's going to be 3rd and 9 now for the Huskies from the 27-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 9 from the Blue Dragon 27-yard line with 3:38 left to go here in the first quarter.
From the Blue Dragon 27-yard line.
So McDermott back in the shotgun formation, and we've got a timeout called by head coach Jake Terry. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take one with him. With 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter, Huskies and Blue Dragons are scoreless here in Elk Point. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you. Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
That's Jensen Insurance in Elk Point. Be sure to check them out online at jensenagencyonline.com.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies and the Blue Dragons are scoreless right now with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We're just having a good old time here in Elk Point. A beautiful, cool evening here. Still no wind to speak of, which is great news for the Husky offense right now. Alongside Abby Cassidy, again, I'm Mark Krebs of Fuller Digital Solutions, your voice of the Huskies all season long. Noah McDermott back in the shotgun formation. He stops back. He's got Tyler Gehring off to the left, and Gehring got immediately tripped up. Got back to about the 22-yard line. So a good pass and catch there from McDermott to Gehring. Brings up 4th and 4 now for the Huskies. Offensive coordinator signaling in the play for the Huskies on this 4th and 4. The Huskies need to convert this one. 2:55 left to go. McDermott's got 2 men split wide to the right. Handoff's going to go to Schmitz. Schmitz is going to get the first down and more. A great run by Riley Schmitz right up the gut.
Jaden Richter makes the tackle for the Blue
Gets it all the way down to the 11-yard line. Schmitz does, so an 11-yard gain on a 4th and 4. Huskies are inside the red zone for the first time tonight.
Brings up 1st and 10 from the Blue Dragon 12-yard line.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from about the 12-yard line. 2:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Huskies marching down the field right now, looking to put the first points on the board tonight. So McDermott's got 2 men split wide to his right. We've got a flag on the play, and I believe it's going to be an illegal procedure call on the Huskies. Will Geary is a man in motion, an illegal shift on the Huskies. So an illegal shift, a 5-yard penalty on the Huskies. It's going to bring up 1st down and 15 now from the 17 of the Blue Dragons.
From the Blue Dragon 17-yard line.
So Tyler Gehring checks out of the game. Andrew Neerman checks back in for the Huskies. So McDermott's got 2 men split, 1 man split wide to the right. That's going to be Neerman. And there's movement all over the place. I believe that's going to be an offsides call on Beersford. It is. So the Huskies, or excuse me, Garretson. So the Huskies are going to get those 5 yards back that they just lost. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 now from the 12-yard line.
1st and 10.
Minute 51 left to go here in the first quarter. So McDermott's got one-man split wide to his right. That's going to be Andrew Neerman. He's got Riley Schmitz and Skylar Swadek. Handoff's going to go to Schmitz. Schmitz going to try around the right side. Schmitz finds himself a hole. And he gets it all the way up to inside the 5-yard line, it looks like. Yep, just inside the 5-yard line. We're going to call it the 5, so a 7-yard gain for Schmitz brings up a 2nd and 3 for the Huskies. Minute 13 left to go here in the first quarter.
2nd and 3 for the Huskies.
So McDermott, handoff to Schmitz. Schmitz walks it in for the touchdown, Huskies! With 59 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Riley Schmitz from 5 yards out.
Riley Schmitz.
The 6-0 lead.
The Huskies take the 6-0 lead.
Carson Timmons on to attempt the extra point for the Huskies.
Carson Timmons in to attempt the extra point for the Huskies. And we've got flags all over the place. And an illegal procedure penalty called on the Huskies. So that's going to back them up 5 yards.
Movement on the Huskies. Carson gets another practice try.
So a 25-yard field goal attempt for Carson Timmons. Snap back, ball down, kick is up.
Kick is up.
And it is good. No.
Kick is wide right.
So with 59 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, Huskies take the 6-0 lead over the Garretson Blue Dragons. We're going to go ahead and step aside for these messages from our sponsors. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky Football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done in customer testimonials.
Blue Dragons, Carson Timmons.
As we come back, the Huskies attempted an onside kick, and they recovered it. Andrew Neerman recovered the football for the Huskies. It's going to be 1st and 10 Huskies from about the 48-yard line of the Garretson Blue Dragons. So the Huskies are trying to keep something going. 56 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Huskies with the lead, 6-0 over the Blue Dragons of Garretson. A beautifully executed pooch kick that went high into the air, gave Andrew Neerman plenty of time to get underneath it for the Huskies. So Jacob Lichtenberg comes out of the game for the Huskies. Huskies come to the line. It's going to be Andrew Neerman split wide to the right. Skylar Swadek and Tyler Gehring split wide to the left. McDermott has trips to his right. Single man set to the left, or to the right, excuse me. Pass was intended for Riley Schmitz, and that was too far over Schmitz's head. They were trying to dump it off in the flat tonight to Schmitz, and Schmitz would have had all sorts of running room. So Neerman checks out of the game for the Huskies. Lichtenberg comes back in. And a dead ball personal foul called on the Huskies. That's going to cost them 15 yards. And back the Huskies all the way back up to their own 37-yard line.
On the Huskies.
So I'm not sure if something was said down there afterwards. But it's going to bring up a 1st and 25 now from the 37-yard line of the Huskies. McDermott's got 2 men split wide to the right. And that ball's on the ground. McDermott has to scoop it up. And head coach Jake Terry calls a timeout. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take one with them as well. With 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, Huskies have the 6-0 lead over the Garretson Blue Dragons. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Focus at Union County Electric extends beyond providing great service at the lowest possible cost to our members. We care about the community and the people in it. We supply electricity to a wide variety of commercial, industrial, agricultural, and residential locations within our community. As an electric co-op, we are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. We do business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to community. It's Union County Electric Cooperative in Elk Point. unioncounty.coop. Electric service with shops in Pierre and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies are facing a 2nd and 25 right now. Ball goes out to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz finds room. Schmitz gets it all the way back out to the 49-yard line. A 12-yard pickup for Schmitz. Check that, a 15-yard pickup. Nope, we are going to call it 12. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Huskies on the screen pass from McDermott to Schmitz.
For the Huskies.
So the Huskies are trying to march back down the field. 3rd and 13 from their own 49-yard line. Huskies are going to have to hurry to get this one off. They did get it off before the end of the first quarter. And that is how the first quarter is going to end, with a 3-yard completion to Tyler Gehring. It's going to bring up a 4th and 10 when we come back. That's the end of the first quarter. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
Combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota, and Akron, Iowa.
Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies have the 6-0 lead over the Garretson Blue Dragons after one quarter of play.
Huskies have 4th and 11.
Huskies have a 4th and 11 now after the 2-yard pass completion to Tyler Gehring. McDermott back in the shotgun. He's got 3 men split wide to the right. Man in motion now is going to be Schmitz. McDermott drops back to pass. He's looking for Gehring down the right side. Gehring's going to get his man all the way. And I almost thought there was going to be pass interference called. But the ball falls incomplete. So it is going to be a turnover on downs for the Huskies. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons from their own 49-yard line. So the Husky defense comes back out with 11:52 left to go here in the second quarter. A smaller crowd than normal tonight, but folks, it is a little bit chilly out here. We appreciate you tuning in wherever you are. Kent with the handoff.
Kent on the keeper.
Check that, Kent on the quarterback keeper. He got about 4 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 6 for the Blue Dragons.
4 yards brings up 2nd and 6. 40.
Some scores from around the area. Redfield and Sisseton. Sisseton has the 8-0 lead over Redfield. McCook Central Montrose over Sioux Valley 8-0. 14-0 winner over Chamberlain. As we come back, Kent brings them back under center. Man in motion for Kent. Kent with the toss back to Trayvon Cross.
Cross on the carry.
Cross got about 3 yards on the carry.
Skylar
Swadek in on the tackle for the Huskies. Getting back to some of those scores. Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central 2, Canton 0. Beersford has a 7-0 lead over Flandreau. St. Thomas More 14-7 over Belle-Fourche. Groton area and Aberdeen Roncalli are tied at 7 apiece. And then we do not have a score from Hot Springs and Lee Deadwood or Bennett County and Custer. And we have an injured Blue Dragon on the field. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take a timeout.
on the Huskies.
So a penalty called on the Huskies as well, a personal foul. So we're going to go ahead and step aside with 11:04 left to go here in the second quarter. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live. We'll be back right after this.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare and Elk Point. For immunizations and well-child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies got marked off for a 15-yard personal foul, dead ball personal foul after the whistle. So Trayvon Cross was the injured Blue Dragon. He was able to get up under his own power. Kent drops back to pass. He's got Andrew Neerman all over him. Long pass attempt. That's going to be just a couple of steps too long. Threw into double coverage there.
Long.
Cooper Long.
Scarman and Heeger on the coverage.
Was the intended target there. Long may have gotten hurt himself. He came up limping a little bit. Lucas Heeger in on the coverage for the Huskies. 2nd and 10 now from the 28-yard line for the Blue Dragons of Garretson. So Kent has a man in motion. Handoff goes right up the middle.
Abraham on the carry.
Abraham on the carry. And
meets him at the middle.
he may have gotten a yard. Nope, they're going to say no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Blue Dragons from the 28-yard line of the Huskies. 10:33 left to go here in the first half. So Kent brings the Blue Dragons to the line. He's going to have one man split wide to his left, one split wide to the right. Kent takes a snap, 5-step drop, quick pass out to the middle. That's Cooper Long. And Long's going to get ripped out of bounds. Check that.
Tackled
Jace
by
Miller.
Tyler Gehring.
Tyler Gehring in on the stop for the Huskies. Jace Miller was the receiver for the Blue Dragons, and that's going to be enough for a Blue Dragon first down.
For a Blue Dragon first down.
With 10:04 left to go here in the first half. So Kent back under center. He's got a two-man split wide to the left, one split wide to the right. Kent drops back to pass, quick swing pass, and his intended target got lit up. Skylar Swadek just
on the tackle. Zahn.
Avery Zahn, I believe.
On the tackle, that's a 1-yard loss.
Joseph Zahn was the
Blue
intended target, and Swadek just lit him up. Oh, my. So Kent back under center. Toss goes out to Abraham. Abraham with the carry. He's going to get gang tackled by the Huskies.
Abraham on the carry.
With 8:55 left to go here in the first quarter, or in the first half, excuse me.
About a 9-yard gain brings up 3rd and 2 for the Blue Dragons.
About a 7-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd and 2.
7-yard line.
Husky faithful trying to get the Husky defense something to work with here. Kent with the handoff. I believe that went to Abraham once again. Abraham's trying to push the pile forward.
Abraham on the carry. That's enough for a Blue Dragon first down.
It's going to be enough for a Blue Dragon first down. Eight minutes left to go here in the second quarter. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Kent's going to try the quarterback keeper. He's going to get a couple of yards, maybe 3, from where the official is standing. So a 2-yard gain on the play brings up a second and goal from the 2-yard line. Riley Schmitz in on the tackle for the Huskies, denying Garretson the end zone once again.
Means about a half a yard brings up.
Maybe a half yard.
And a half.
3rd and about 2, just short of 2 from the 2-yard line. 6:55 left to go here in the second quarter. Garretson knocking on the doorstep of the Huskies' end zone. Kent's got a man in motion. Handoff's going to go to Abraham, and Abraham's going to walk in for the touchdown.
Abraham in for the touchdown.
Cooper Erickson in to kick for the Blue Dragons, and it's good.
Kick is good.
So with 6:43 left to go here in the second quarter, the Blue Dragons have taken the 7-6 lead over the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here. Let's take a look at some scores from around the region. Sisseton leads Redfield 8-0 with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. At the start of the second, Mobridge Pollock leads Webster area 14-0. McCook Central Montrose still holds the 8-0 lead at the end of the first over the Sioux Valley Cossacks. Madison has the 27-0 lead over Miller Highmore Herald. Winner has the 22-7 lead over Chamberlain with 6 minutes left to go in the second. Canton has taken a 7-2 lead over Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. St. Thomas More has doubled up Belle Fourche as of right now, 14-7, and Groton area has the 7-3 lead over Aberdeen Roncalli. So those are some scores from around the region. Our score here in Elk Point, 6:43 left to go. Garretson has taken the lead, 7-6, off of a Cody Erickson extra point. After Dominic Abraham walked it in from 2 yards out for the Blue Dragons. We're getting some rain here now in Elk Point. Erickson back to kick it away. Gehring and Riley Schmitz. So Gehring's going to take the football. Oh, Gehring's got some room. Oh, runs into his own man, gets it out to about the 34-yard line. So a good return. Gehring scooped that up at about his own 15-yard line, gets it out to the 34-yard line.
Huskies take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Huskies are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. So McDermott brings the offense back out for their second series of the game. So far, this game has been dominated by long drives. Riley Schmitz with the handoff.
Riley Schmitz with the direct snap.
Direct snap back to him. McDermott's in the game as well.
Bly
in on the tackle for Garretson. Gain of 2 for the Huskies. So it brings up 2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line. A little bit of rain has started to fall here in Elk Point. We weren't really expecting this, but it was clouding up pretty good at game time. 5:52 left to go here in the first half of this slugfest between the Huskies and the Blue Dragons of Garretson. So McDermott, direct snap to Schmitz, gets it to McDermott. McDermott's going to get hit in the backfield, and that's going to go nowhere fast. McDermott got hit by a host of Blue Dragons.
Wraps up McDermott.
And Noah had really nowhere to go after that.
Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 11.
So a 3-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Blue Dragons. So 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Snap back to McDermott. McDermott gets it to Skylar Swadek. Swadek pulls it in. Gets it out to about the 38-yard line.
Kent on the stop.
Dylan Kent in on the stop for the Blue Dragons. Brings up 4th and about 6 for the Huskies from the 38-yard line. So Tyler Gehring back in punt formation for the Huskies.
Tyler Gehring back to punt.
Snap back. Oh, Gehring gets a good boot into this one. That's going to go out of bounds right around the 25-yard line. We're going to call it about the 27-yard line. So a good kick by Tyler Gehring there, maybe helped by the wind a little bit. So with 4:10 left to go here in the second quarter, Huskies find themselves down to the Blue Dragons, 7-6. And with Garretson taking over 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line is where they're saying the ball went out. So Kent under center. He's got 2 men split wide to his right, man in motion. Kent with the handoff went to Abrams.
Abraham on the carry.
Noah Larson in on the stop for the Huskies.
Picks up 3, brings up 2nd and 7 for the Blue Dragons.
Gain of about 3 on the play for the Blue Dragons, brings up a 2nd and 7 from the 35-yard line. So Kent under center, handoff goes right back to, nope, Kent with the fake handoff, he's looking to pass. Oh, and Kent's going to get taken down in the backfield. Riley Schmitz pursued and never stopped pursuing. Right along with Andrew Neerman, there were 3 Huskies there. Skylar Swadek in on that as well.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Loss of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 8 for the Blue Dragons. With 3:06 left to go here in the second quarter. Kent drops back to pass. Long pass, that should be, oh, it's picked off! Huskies picked that ball off! Jacob Scarman with the interception for the Huskies. Huskies back in business, 1st and 10 inside the 40-yard line of the Blue Dragons.
14-yard return gives the Huskies 1st and 10.
Oh my goodness.
38-yard line.
In the words of the great Rich Rossi of the Sioux Falls Storm, holy help me, Hannah. Scarman with a beautiful pick gets the Husky offense right back onto the field. McDermott back under center. Handoff goes to Riley Schmitz right along the right side, and I thought Garretson was going to be flagged for an offsides there.
Kent on the stop.
Schmitz on the
6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
Schmitz with the 6-yard carry for the Huskies. Brings up a 2nd and 4. Now from about the 32-yard line. So McDermott back in the shotgun, handoff, nope. Handoff went to Riley Schmitz. There was a problem with the exchange.
Riley keeps a hold of it, but
Riley lost 6 yards on the play, though. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Huskies with 1:41 left to go here in the second quarter.
Just an announcement, the cross-country and golf teams please meet on the south end of the bleachers. South end of the bleachers.
So McDermott back under center, or McDermott's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to get hit. McDermott got hit by Hunter Abram.
Sacked by Hunter Abram.
Minute 13 left to go. Huskies are going to let this clock run down as far as they can, I believe. .57 seconds left to go. Huskies are going to take this down as far as they can and take a delay of game penalty. So the Huskies are going to take a delay of game penalty with 44 seconds left to go. That's going to give Tyler Gehring an extra 5 yards to work with. So instead of 4th and 18, it's going to be 4th and 23 for the Huskies. Tyler Gehring into punt for EPJ. So Gehring standing back at his own 35-yard line to kick this one away. Gehring. Oh, and that's short. That's a short punt for Gehring. I wonder if that went off the side of his foot, because I haven't seen Tyler Gehring hit a punt that short in a while.
Blue Dragons will take over.
Blue Dragons are going to take over 1st and 10 with 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So Kent under center. He's got one man split wide to the left, one split wide to the right. Kent's going to drop back to pass. That ball's going to be caught. Ball is caught by Trayvon Cross.
Runs Cross out of bounds.
And Garrettson's going to call a timeout. We're going to go ahead and step aside and take one with him with 11 seconds left to go here in the first half. Huskies trail the Garretson Blue Dragons 7-6. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live. We'll be back right after this.
1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
As we come back
to the action.
The Blue Dragons are going to have the football 1st and 10. Check that, 2nd and 9 from their own 47-yard line. 11 seconds left to go here. Make that 13 seconds left to go here in the first half. So Kent's got 2 men split wide to the left, 2 split wide to the right. Abrams in the backfield. Man in motion is cross. Handoff goes to Abrams. Abrams looks to move the ball. Riley Schmitz with the tackle for the Huskies, and that's how this first half is going to end, with the Garretson Blue Dragons up on the Elk Point-Jefferson Huskies 7-0, or 7-6, excuse me, here in Elk Point tonight. So the Huskies find themselves down by a point going into the halftime locker room. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we will have your Husky report for tonight. And we will also carry the recognition of the cross country and golf teams. So you're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live. We'll be back right after this.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well-child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
We've got Jackson Neal, Jimmy and Jackie Neal.
Welcome back to Elk Point. They are announcing the cross-country team right now. So we're going to stick around for that
and Emily Taylor,
and let you listen to the PA announcer as they announce this.
And in 8th grade, we have Ashley Stark, Stephen and Ricardo Stark are her parents. For the freshmen, we've got Joey Stark, Stephen and Ricardo Stark. We've got Isaiah Love, parents Robert and Maria Love, and Joe Cross, Steve and Jean Cross. And now the sophomores. We've got Heather Stark, which is Stefan and Ricarda Stark. We've got Jolie Sabalauskas, John and Holly Sabalauskas. We've got Peyton Cole, John Cole and Audrey Mangalaban. Just like I said it, sorry. We've got Alexis Ludwigs, parents Dwight and Ada Ludwigs. We've got Allison Cole, parents Brad and Kirsten Cole. We've got Carly Welch, parents Brian and Samantha Cottrell and Sarah Welch. We've got Evan Haley, parents Jesse and Melanie Haley. Easton Kemp, parents Chad and Lisa Kemp. We've got Jack Heckathorn, Chad and Christy Heckathorn's his parents. And Jackson Prouty, parents Jim and Holly Prouty. And the juniors, Madison Stark, Stefan and Ricarda Stark are her parents. Rosie Calamanco, Luz Rodriguez is her mother. Claire LaFerrier and Ella LaFerrier. Nathan and Jennifer LaFerrier are their parents. Cannon Kemp, parents Chad and Lisa Kemp. Matthew Norby, parents Jeff and Kara Norby. And now the seniors. Emma Scarman, parents Manny and Amy Scarman. Ben Hansen, parents Scott and Angie Hansen. Daniel Harvey, parents Matt and Dallas Harvey. And Christian Welch, parents Ray and Amy Welch. The coaches, assistant coach Steve Cross, his wife Jean, daughters Gwen and Dee Dee, and son Joe. The head coach is Jeff Newhart, wife Valerie, daughter Olivia, and son Tucker. The cross-country team will compete in the DAC 12 conference meet on Thursday, October 8th at Madison, and the Region 3A meet on October 15th at Lenox. The team has had many successes this season and would like to thank everyone for the support, especially the parents. Let's give them a round of applause. That's a lot of runners. Okay, Haberling, where's your golf team? You need to dress warmer than that. Our first golfer is our senior Nathan Benger, son of Mark and Lynette Benger. Our next senior is Joe Weiss, son of Lewis and Cindy Weiss. Our next golfer we have is Landon Gary. He's a junior, son of Sean and Andrea Gary. And the next golfer is Cade Fennell, junior, son of Chad and Heidi Fennell. Then we've got Quinn Connors, a junior, son of Tom and Leslie Connors. The next one's Lucas Hemingsted, a sophomore, son of John Hemingsted and Christine McMeekin. Another golfer doing double duty, Devin Schmitz. He's a sophomore, son of Dan and Amy Schmitz. And we've got Carter Mogstad, an 8th grader, son of Damon and Sarah Mogstad. We've got Carter Langley, 8th grader, son of Wade and Angie Langley. And then we've got Ashton Fairbanks, 8th grader, son of Cody and Amanda Wall. The head coach, Kelly Haberling. I already announced we have 4 golfers that qualified for state. Nathan Binger, Landon Geary, Cade Fennell, and Carter Langley. Good luck in Hot Springs, boys. Bring warm clothes. the Husky Pep Band provide some entertainment.
So some nice recognition for the Elk Point-Jefferson golfers and the cross-country team. We're going to go ahead and step aside for just a moment. When we come back, we're going to have your Husky report for this week. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, a production of Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We have 12 schools we cover: Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa. And we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at polardigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Polar Digital Solutions on YouTube.
That's 45 right there. Yeah, I'd say. No, I don't keep that stat.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
That's Jensen Insurance in Elk Point. Be sure to check them out online at jensenagencyonline.com.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where we are at halftime. It is 7-6 in favor of the Garretson Blue Dragons. Let's go ahead and give you your Husky report for this week. The Elk Point-Jefferson boys golf team took to the links on Monday morning out at Baker Crossing outside of Harrisburg to compete in the Region 2A golf tournament. Going into this tournament, the Huskies knew that they had a tall task ahead of them because only the top 3 teams and the top 27 individuals would be making it to Hot Springs next Monday and Tuesday to compete in the state tournament. Well, the Huskies responded to the challenge well and placed 4 of their 5 golfers within the top 27 finishers. The Huskies finished the tournament with a 64 over par round as a team, good enough to take 6th place overall. The Huskies were led by Carter Langle, who shot a 13 over par round of 84 to tie for 13th place overall in the tournament. Following Langle was Cade Fennell, who shot 15 over par with an 86, which gave him 15th place by himself. Nathan Banger came in a tie for 16th with a 17 over par round of 88, and rounding out the field for the Huskies was Landon Geary, who shot a 19 over par round of 90, which earned him 20th place all by himself. Also competing for the Huskies was Devin Schmitz, who shot a 31 over par round of 102 to round out the team for Elk Point-Jefferson. So Langle, Fennell, Banger, and Gary have all qualified for the state tournament being held in Hot Springs next Monday and Tuesday. Congratulations to all of the Husky golfers for their accomplishments through the entire season. The Husky cross-country team took to the course in Lenox on Thursday afternoon at the Lenox Invitational. Both the girls and boys teams competed in this Invitational, which was held at the Lencota Golf Course in Lenox. In the boys' race, the Huskies were led once again by freshman Joe Cross, who crossed the finish line in 10th place in a time of 17:06.55. He was the only Husky to finish in the medals in either one of the races on Thursday. Other finishers for the Huskies included Matthew Norby in 49th place with a time of 20 minutes, 50.73 seconds. Daniel Harvey came in with a time of 20:51.02 to take 50th place, and Jackson Prouty took 51st place in the race with a time of 20:55.17. Other finishers for the Huskies were Evan Haley in 53rd with a time of 21 minutes, 13.52 seconds. Cannon Kemp in 55th place in a time of 21:38.04, and Isaiah Love took 56th with a time of 21:39.64. The Huskies finished 9th place in the meet. In the girls' race, Elk Point-Jefferson was led by Heather Stark, who took 33rd place in the meet with a time of 22 minutes, 34.3 seconds. Sister Ashley Stark came in 40th with a time of 22:59.78. Clarinella LaFerriere came in 41st and 42nd places with times of 23 minutes, 0.08 seconds and 23 minutes, 0.34 seconds, respectively. Joey Stark placed 51st in 23:42.64, and Madison Stark came in 53rd with a time of 23:50.42. The Huskies came in 7th place as a team overall in the Invitational. In the boys 4K JV race, Easton Kempf came in 65th place in a time of 20 minutes 11.86 seconds, and he was followed by teammate Jack Heckathorn, who ran the course in 22 minutes 0.99 seconds. In the girls 4K JV race, the Huskies were led by Junior Rosie Kalamanko, who placed 21st with a time of 19:44.23. Alexis Ludwig took 33rd place in the race with a time of 21 minutes 12.28 seconds. Jolie Sabalauskas came in 40th with a time of 21 minutes 40.39 seconds, and Peyton Cole placed 44th with a time of 22:06.49. Rounding out the field for the Huskies in the girls 4K JV race were Emma Scarman in a time of 22:12.18, which was good enough for 4th place, and Allison Colt took 47th in a time of 23:51.21, and Carly Welch rounded out the girls field for EPJ with a 50th place finish in a time of 29:19.45. The Huskies placed 6th in the girls race, JV race. Finally, in the middle school boys 3K race, 7th grader Carter Heckathorn placed 34th for the Huskies with a time of 13:44.78, and Riley Thompson came in 45th place in a time of 17 minutes 0.4 seconds. The Husky runners will travel to Madison next Thursday to compete in the DAC-12 conference meet, again being held next Thursday afternoon. And finally, rounding out the Husky report for this week, the Husky volleyball team also took to the court on Thursday night in Elk Point as they faced the Class A #1 ranked Sioux Falls Christian Chargers, hoping to surprise the Chargers and steal a win away from them. Unfortunately, that was not the case on Thursday night as the Huskies fell to the Chargers 3-0 with set scores of 25-19, 25-10, and 25-7. The Huskies dropped their record back to 5-6 on the season and will return to the court next Tuesday night against the Viborg Hurley Cougars up in Viborg. And then they will return home to take on the Tri-Valley Mustangs on Thursday night in a match which will be carried by Fuller Digital Solutions. I will have the call of all the action beginning around 7:15 with the pregame show on Thursday night. And that is your Husky report for this week. When we come back, we will have all the second half action for you. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonial.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some scores from around the state. At the end of the first half, the Sisseton Redmond have the lead over Redfield 16-0 at the half. Mobridge Pollock has the lead over Webster area 14-0. McCook Central Montrose with the 20-6 lead over Sioux Valley. Madison holds a 33-0 lead over Miller Highmore Herald. Hot Springs and Lee Deadwood are locked in a battle. It is Hot Springs with the lead 6-0 at the start of the second quarter. Here in Elk Point, the Huskies are down to the Garretson Blue Dragons 7-6. Winter has the 46-7 lead over Chamberlain. Canton has a 13-2 lead over Woonsocket. Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. Last report from Beersford was the Watchdogs have the 7-0 lead over Flandreau. Custer has a 20-0 lead over Bennett County. St. Thomas More is leading Belfouche 28-7. And Groton area leads Aberdeen Roncalli 14-3 with less than a minute left to go in the second quarter. So that's all your action from around the state. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we will have all your second half action. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live. We'll be back right after this.
Focus at Union County Electric extends beyond providing great service at the lowest possible cost to our members. We care about the community and the people in it. We supply electricity to a wide variety of commercial, industrial, agricultural, and residential locations within our community. As an electric co-op, we are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. We do business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to community. It's Union County Electric Cooperative in Elk Point. UnionCounty.coop. Electric service with shops in Pierre and Vermilion. We offer a full spectrum of electrical services covering Central, North Central, and Southeast South Dakota. We are licensed, insured, and ready to work on your agricultural, commercial, or residential project. Need a quote? Give us a call. Todd's Electric Service, the line to power.
Combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto, as in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota, and Akron, Iowa.
Ready to start the second half.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies are down to the Garretson Blue Dragons 7-6. Tyler Gehring and Riley Schmitz back to receive the second half kickoff for the Huskies. So again, we'd like to send a special shout out to Abby Castaning, who is celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Abby, from all of us at FDS and the Husky Nation. So right now, let me just give you a little bit of a playoff scenario as we're coming up on the end of the year. Right now, if the games were not being held tonight and this was the first week of the playoffs, the Huskies would actually be up in Redfield as the number 10 seed. Kickoff is going to be grabbed by Tyler Gehring. Gehring's going to look for room on the left side. He's not going to find any. He's going to get dragged out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
Back. Miller on the stop.
So the Huskies are going to have it 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
10 from their own 36-yard line.
So the Huskies would be the number 10 seed if the playoffs were to start tonight. And they would be up playing Redfield. So the top 16 teams in Class 11B get into the playoffs. The top 8 host. So that is what the Huskies are playing for right now, is to try to gain back some of the spots that they lost this past week and try to get a home game. So McDermott, low snap, handoff goes to Schmidt. Schmidt's up the middle. He's going to get about 5 yards. No, Garretson saying they came up with the football. And Garretson did. Riley Schmitz fumbled the ball. And Garretson comes up with the fumble.
Covered by the Blue Dragons.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Dragons from about the 42-yard line of the Huskies, excuse me. So the Husky defense needs to come up with a big stop here to stop this momentum that Garretson has coming out of the first half. So Kent back under center. He's got a man in motion. Kent with the toss sweep to Cross. And Cross is going to get crushed in the backfield by the Husky defense, a whole host of them. Noah Larson in on the stop for the Huskies. A great play. Loss of about 3 on the play, so it's going to bring up
2nd and 12 for the.
They're saying a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 from the 44-yard line. 11:18 left to go here in the third quarter. So Cross, nope, check that. Jace Miller, the man in motion. Handoff went to Abraham, right up the middle. Ben Swadek, Skylar Swadek in on the tackle. Chase Fournier in there as well for the Huskies.
Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Blue Dragons.
So a gain of 3 on the play brings up a 3rd and 9 situation now for the Garretson Blue Dragons from the 41-yard line of the Huskies. Husky defense needs to get a stop here soon. So 10:35 left to go here in the third. Can't hand off to Abraham. Abraham straight up the gut. And I'm not sure. Skylar Swadek in on the tackle for the Huskies. Ben Swadek in on the tackle as well for the Huskies. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 situation.
4th and 1 for the Blue Dragons.
From the 40, we're going to call it the 37-yard line of the Huskies. Check that, 33-yard line of the Huskies. Kent with the quarterback keeper. I don't know if he got it. I think he might have gotten stopped just short. It's going to all depend on the spot. Oh, and they're going to say it's enough for the first down. I thought the Husky defense did enough to stop them. But the officials gave him the benefit of the doubt on the spot, so Kent keeps this drive alive. Cross man in motion, handoff goes to Abraham right up the middle. Abraham's going to get met by about 6 Huskies. He's trying to push that pile forward, though.
Abraham on the carry.
Abraham gets about 3 yards on the carry.
Whole right side of the Husky defense.
Yeah, as the PA announcer said, the whole right side of the Husky defense just... So, Kent with the handoff. Abraham with the handoff. Lucas Heiser in on the stop for the Huskies. Jacob Lichtenberg in on as well.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
7 for the Blue Dragons from the Husky 28-yard line.
So Blue Dragons, 3rd and 7 from the 28-yard line of the Huskies. Abraham gets the ball. He bounces off a couple of tackles. Oh, he springs free! Tripped up on his own 2 feet. In pursuit for the Huskies was Hunter Gary. But Abraham straight up the gut, tripped over his own feet, got it all the way down to about the 7-yard line of the Huskies. So Garretson on the roll. Right now, with 8:10 left to go here in the third quarter. So Kent under center with 1st and goal. 8 minutes left to go. Cross the man in motion. Handoff goes to Abraham. That's been working well. Abraham up the left side. Got stopped by a couple of Huskies.
Abraham on the carry. Schmitz and Swadek on the stop.
Riley Schmitz and Skylar Swadek in on the stop for the Huskies.
Brings up 2nd and goal from the 3.
2nd and goal now from the 3-yard line. A 4-yard gain for the Huskies. Or for the Blue Dragons, excuse me. Kent man in motion is cross. Handoff goes back to Abraham. Abraham's going to try to fight his way in. The Husky defense is going to deny him once again.
Fournier.
Chase Fournier in on the tackle for the Huskies.
Gain about a yard brings up.
Gain of about a yard brings up 3rd and 2. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. The Huskies need to get a big defensive stop here and maybe hold Garretson to just a field goal. So Kent back under center. He's got 2 men split wide. 1 split wide to the left, 1 split wide to the right. Abraham with the carry, and he's going to run right into the pile. Huskies are going to stop him once again. Maybe a 1/4 of a yard on that.
Abraham on the carry.
Abraham on the carry. No gain on the play, so it's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. So let's see if Cody Erickson is sent on to kick for the Blue Dragons to get the 3 points, or if they're going to try to go for the touchdown. So Kent back under center. They're going to go for it. Man in motion is cross. Handoff's going to go to Abraham, and Abraham's going to get. No, they are going to say he's going to get in.
Kent's in for the touchdown.
So with 5:51 left to go here in the third quarter, Garretson scores again on a 2-yard run by Dominic Abraham. Snap back, ball down, kick is up, and it is good.
Garrettson's kick is good.
So the Huskies give up another touchdown to Garretson on a 2-yard run by Dominic Abraham, and the kick is good by Cody Erickson. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Bridge was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven product.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies find themselves down to the Garretson Blue Dragons 14-6 right now. So the Huskies need to put something together and put it together quick and get back on the board in this game. So Gehring and Schmitz back to receive the kickoff from Garretson. Cody Erickson on to put his boot into this ball.
Erickson's a kick for the Blue Dragons.
So we'll see what Erickson does with this. They're not lined up for an onside kick. But let's see what Erickson does as he gets ready to approach this ball. Erickson, and they are going to go for the onside kick, and Garrettson's going to recover, I believe. Garretson went for the onside kick, and they recovered it at the 47-yard line of the Huskies. Noah McDermott went down on the play. So he is going to have to come out and get checked out by the trainers. Trainer was immediately out there. So Garretson with the onside kick. So pulling the page out of the Husky playbook. Husky defense needs to get a stop here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Husky 48-yard line for the Blue Dragons of Garretson. 5:51 left to go. Garretson up 14-6. Man in motion is Jace Miller. Miller gets to the pitch, and Miller immediately got hit.
Miller on the carry. Scarman. Larson.
Jacob Scarman in there. Noah Larson wrapped him up on the play. But time is starting to run out for the Huskies. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 9 now from the Husky 47-yard line. The CNOS trainer still talking to Noah McDermott right now. As the Husky defense still on the field, Kent, handoff, goes back to Miller. And Miller gets brought down back behind the line.
Wraps Miller up.
Noah Larson wrapped him up.
Loss
of a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line for the Blue Dragons. So the Husky defense is stepping up when they really need to the most. So Kent's got 2 men split wide to his right, 1 split wide to the left, single set back in the backfield. Kent drops back, long pass, and that's going to be over the hand.
Kent to long, ball's incomplete.
I believe
4th and 10 for the Blue Dragons.
I believe the intended target was Cooper Long there, but that was about 5 yards too long for Long to get. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 10, and the Blue Dragons are going to punt. Cody Erickson's going to be on to punt, standing at about his own 39-yard line. Tyler Gehring back deep to receive for the Huskies, standing at about his 18-yard line. And a fair catch called for by Gehring at the 17-yard line.
Fair catch at the 18-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10.
So the Huskies are going to take over 1st and 10. Noah McDermott is still talking with the trainer right now. Not good. So we're going to have to see what the Huskies do here. Direct snap is going to go right back to Schmitz. Riley Schmitz with the end around. And he's going to get dragged down.
Riley Schmitz on the carry. Schrader on the stop. Gain of about 4 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Huskies.
So gain of 4 for Schmitz brings up a 2nd and 6 from the Husky 23-yard line. 3:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Riley Schmitz powers through for another couple of yards.
Riley Schmitz on the carry.
On the carry, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. 3rd and maybe a half a yard.
That's a 1st down for the Huskies.
No, it is going to be a 1st down is what they're going to call it. So the Huskies get a 1st down, so a 6-yard gain for Schmitz brings up 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Or with 3:20 left to go, Riley Schmitz powers his way forward, and then he's going to get driven back by about 6 Blue Dragons. Holy cow.
Picks up about 3 yards, brings up 2nd and 7.
Picks up about 3 yards, brings up a 2nd and 7.
Coach purse, ladies' purse that was found on the ground. It's up in the crow's nest if you're missing one.
So 2nd and 7 for the Huskies from their own 31-yard line. Direct snap, low snap to Schmitz. Schmitz is able to cover it up.
Schmitz wrapped up right away.
Riley got wrapped up right away on that.
Bly on the stop brings up 3rd and 11 for the Huskies.
Evan Bly in on the stop for Garretson. 4-yard loss on the play brings up 3rd and 11 now from the Husky 28-yard line. And Riley Schmitz with the keeper. Oh, and the pile keeps moving. Riley Schmitz on the carry. Beautiful gain of about 13 yards. Another Husky 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies from their own 40-yard line. 1:42 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Riley Schmitz just pounding it up the middle.
Will Gary on the carry.
Will Gary on the carry now for the Huskies, giving Schmitz a little bit of a break.
Bly.
Evan Bly in on the tackle for Garretson.
Miller on the stop for the...
Miller was also involved in the tackle for the Blue Dragons.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 for the Huskies.
Gain of 7, though. Brings up a 2nd and 3. Schmitz is going to go right up the gut, and Schmitz is going to find room, and he's going to gain about 7 more yards. And that's going to get the ball into Blue Dragon territory. 1st down for the Huskies. Minute 4 left to go here in the third quarter. Huskies need to keep it going. Clock is running. 1st and 10 now from the Blue Dragon 46-yard line. Direct snap back to Will Gary.
Lucas Heiser on the carry.
Nope, check that. Lucas Heiser in on the carry. Heiser gets about 5 yards on his carry.
On the stop.
We'll call it 4.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Huskies.
And another direct snap, and the pile gets pushed forward. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Huskies are going to fall on it, though. Huskies are going to fall on the football, but they are also going to get the first down. Oh, my, they got lucky there. 12 seconds, 11 seconds left to go here in the third. The Huskies are trying to get one more play off. Snap goes right back to Riley Schmitz as the rain starts to fall more. Riley Schmitz on the carry, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. With the score, Garretson 14, Elk Point-Jefferson 6, but the Huskies are on the move.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 when we come back. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well-child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, Elk Point, South Dakota, where the Huskies are coming into the fourth quarter with some momentum on their side right now. Quarterback Noah McDermott went out and is being evaluated by the trainers right now. We hope that he does not have an injury that is going to stop him from playing.
Back to the action. 2nd and 4 for the Huskies from the Blue Dragon 28-yard line.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Huskies from the Blue Dragon 28-yard line. 12 minutes left to go in this football game. Huskies have something cooking right now. Oh, a beautiful spin move there by Riley Schmitz, and I believe that's going to be enough for a first down.
Zahn and Richter on the stop.
Nope, it's going to be a 2-yard gain for Riley Schmitz. 3rd and 2 now from the 26-yard line. 11:45 left to go here in the third quarter.
Skylar
Swadek straight up the middle.
Long on the stop. That's enough for a Husky first down.
It's going to be enough for another Husky first down.
1st and 10 from the Blue Dragon 19-yard line.
Huskies inside the red zone now with 1st and 10 from the Blue Dragon 19-yard line. Riley Schmitz breaks through a few tackles on the right side. Schmitz gets it up into about the 9-yard line. I think that's going to be enough for a first down.
Hunter Abraham on the stop for the Blue Dragons.
Hunter Abraham in on the stop for the Blue Dragons. No, Schmitz is going to get credited for 9 yards, 9.5.
3/4-yard gain.
But it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the Huskies from the 9-yard line of the Blue Dragons. Will Gary.
Will Gary.
Handoff went to Gary.
Wrapped up in the backfield.
Wrapped up in the backfield, though. Let's check some scores from around the state. While we have a moment, Sisseton is up on Redfield 22-0. Mobridge Pollock has the lead over Webster area 28-0. McCook Central, Montrose, and Sioux Valley, they're locked in a battle. MCM has the lead 20-6 over Sioux Valley. Madison is defeating Miller Highmore Herald 33-0. Hot Springs and Lee Deadwood are in a good one, 12-8. It is 14-6 as we come back to action here. Riley Schmitz is going to get it for the Husky touchdown! 13-yard run for Schmitz. That is Riley's second. That is his second touchdown of the game. So with 10-12 left to go. 10-12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies have now cut the lead to 14-12. Huskies need to go for two and get this to tie this ball game up. A lot of blockers right there. Riley Schmitz takes it in for the two.
10-12 in the fourth. The Huskies 14, the Blue Dragons 14.
So Schmitz takes it in from 13 yards out and then converts it to tie the score at 14 apiece. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We have 12 schools we cover: Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa. And we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube.
Welcome back to Elk Point, South Dakota, where the Huskies have just tied the Garretson Blue Dragons 14 apiece. 10-12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, what a surgical drive. A short kick that's going to sail out of bounds at about the 26-yard line.
Goes out of bounds.
So not a bad play by the Huskies. The defense needs to step up, though. So the Husky defense needs to stop the Garretson Blue Dragons. Ball's going to be placed at the 35-yard line after the kick went out of bounds. It's going to be first and 10 for the Blue Dragons from their own 35-yard line. Kent with the handoff to Abraham, and Abraham's going to get pushed backwards.
Abraham on the carry.
Gain of about 4 on the play brings up a 2nd and 6. 9:56 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies and the Blue Dragons tied up here at 14. 2nd and 6 for the Blue Dragons from the 39-yard line. So Kent under center. He's got 2 men split wide to the left, 1 split wide to the right. Jace Miller. Oh, the Huskies are chasing Kent out of the pocket. He's going to wrap it up. Skylar Swadek's going to bring him down. But Kent's going to have enough for the first down. It's going to get him out all the way to the 49-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Blue Dragons on the scramble by Kent. Huskies had good pressure on Dylan Kent, but he was just able to sidestep a couple of Huskies and get it all the way out to the 49-yard line. So Kent's got 1 man split wide to the left, 1 split wide to the right. Abraham in the backfield. Handoff goes to Abraham. And Abraham's going to get immediately wrapped up.
Abraham tackled by
Skylar Swadek in on the tackle right along with Andrew Neerman. for the Huskies.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Dragons.
2nd and 6 for the Blue Dragons, now in Husky territory from the 47-yard line of EPJ. Rain starting to fall a little bit harder. This is reminiscent of last year's rain game. Kent, man split wide.
Miller on the carry.
Miller on the carry, but he got immediately hit, maybe a gain of a yard.
Gain of a couple.
Jace Miller got a pickup of maybe 2 yards on the play. So Abraham back in the backfield for Kent. He's got a man split wide to the right, one split wide to the left. Husky defense needs to pick up something. Kent calls his own number. And he's going to go nowhere. Maybe a gain of a couple. As the wind starts to blow now here in Elk Point. 7.5 minutes left to go.
Okay. It's 4th and 1 for the Blue Dragons.
So a gain of about 3.
Let's go.
Husky defense needs to stop the Blue Dragons right here on this 4th and 1 and get a turnover real quick and march it down the field. Press box is rocking right now. Jace Miller, man in motion. Dominic Abraham's going to get hit in the backfield. Riley Schmidt with a huge hit and a turnover on downs for the Huskies. Oh, what a huge defensive play by the Huskies.
Huskies take over, 1st and 10.
Oh, my goodness.
From their own 43-yard line.
Huskies are going to take over with a short field, 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Direct snap back to Riley Schmidt. Schmitz is going to move.
Riley Schmidt
Try to move the pile a couple of yards. He did get a couple of yards, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 now from the 45-yard line, just shy of the 45.
Brings up 2nd and...
I'm looking to see if I see McDermott back out there. I don't see him on the sideline. I do see him on the sidelines.
Yep.
It's deliberate. Riley Schmitz bounces outside. Riley Schmitz has got room down the right side. He breaks one tackle, gets another block. Riley Schmitz, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Huskies! Riley Schmitz takes it in from 51 yards out. Oh my goodness, holy help me, Hannah.
Riley Schmitz around the right end.
Riley Schmitz around the right side just beat every man who tried to stop him. Carson Timmons in to try the extra point. Snap back, ball down, kick is up. And it is no good, wide to the left.
Kick is no good.
But that puts the Huskies up 20 to 14. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live.
1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you. Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
That's Jensen Insurance in Elk Point. Be sure to check them out online at jensenagencyonline.com.
Considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done in customer testimonials.
What a comeback by the Huskies as Carson Timmons puts his foot into the kickoff. Huskies defense going to have to come with a stop. Oh, a big hit on the far side of the field.
Andrew Neerman, Jake Gale.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of the Blue Dragons. 6:01 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, this is turning into a barn burner. Riley Schmitz has all 3 touchdowns for the Huskies. And the 2-point conversion for Schmitz. Dominic Abram has both scores for the Blue Dragons of Garretson. So Kent drops back to pass, quick pass in the flat, and that's going to be no good. Chased down by Lucas Heiser. Good coverage on cross. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. Huskies need to keep this momentum going. So we see Noah McDermott on the sidelines. We do not see the trainer around him as Kent takes the snap. Handoff goes right up the gut to Abraham's going to get about 6 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 situation for the Husky defense and for the Garretson Blue Dragons. But the Husky defense came up big.
Brings up 3rd and 5 for the Blue Dragons.
This game is moving along now. 5:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Or in the fourth quarter, excuse me. I don't want to back this game up anywhere. So Kent under center. He's got 2 split wide to the left, 1 split wide to the right. Kent drops back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Oh, he had a man wide open. Went through the hands of Zahn. One of the split ends for
that brings up 4th and 5 for the Blue Dragons.
The Blue Dragons, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Blue Dragons. So we're going to see what they do. Cody Erickson is going to punt this football.
Back to punt.
Unless it is a fake. It could be. Tyler Gehring needs to watch out. Snap back to Erickson. Erickson's going to put his boot into this one. Gehring's going to retreat. That ball's going to bounce and roll all the way down to the 18-yard line of the Huskies. And with 5:06 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Huskies have the 20-14 lead and the ball back. 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. I'm looking on the sidelines right now to see who is in for the Huskies.
Huskies have it 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Direct snap goes to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz pounds his way up.
Riley Schmitz up the middle.
Right up the middle for about 9 yards.
Jaden
Richter in on the stop for the Blue Dragons.
On the stop. That's a 9-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 1 for the Huskies.
9-yard gain brings up 2nd and 1 for the Huskies from their own 28-yard line. Huskies need to put another score on the board to make this a comfortable lead. 4:39 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies are going to take all the time that they can and run this clock down as much as they can. Direct snap's going to go right back to Riley Schmitz. Schmitz right back up the middle. He's going to get the 1 yard needed and then getting stopped. Oh, I don't know if he got it. Riley Schmitz went back a half a yard.
Lucas Heiser on the carry. He lost a little on that.
Check that. Lucas Heiser went back about a half a yard on that. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 from the Huskies' 27-yard line. 3:53 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Riley Schmitz with the handoff. I see a flag on the play on the far side. Skylar Swadek gets it all the way down to the 26-yard line of the Blue Dragons. But hold on, folks. There is a penalty flag on the far side of the field. That could be a hold. I'm not sure. We're going to see what it is.
Flag on the play.
Penalty is going to be against Garretson.
The flag is on Garretson. I'm not sure what that is.
Mark, what was that? Behind the back?
I have no clue what that penalty was, that call was. I don't have my chart with me tonight. Everybody in the press box is asking me for that. Huskies are going to decline that penalty easily. I'm wondering.
Decline the penalty. Have it 1st and 10 on the Blue Dragon 26-yard line.
So it's going to be a Husky 1st down, 1st and 10 from the Blue Dragons 26-yard line after that gorgeous run by Swadek. That is the momentum that the Huskies need to keep going. 3:16 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies are just going to wait this out as long as they can. And the Huskies are going to call a timeout.
Going to take a timeout.
So we're going to go and step aside and take one with them. With 3:07 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Huskies have the lead 20-14, but they're marching down the field once again. You're watching Elk Point Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
Focus at Union County Electric extends beyond providing great service at the lowest possible cost to our members. We care about the community and the people in it. We supply electricity to a wide variety of commercial, industrial, agricultural, and residential locations within our community. As an electric co-op, we are part of America's most trusted network of high-quality energy providers. We do business with accountability, integrity, innovation, and commitment to community. It's Union County Electric Cooperative in Elk Point. UnionCounty.coop.
Noah McDermott back in the game for the Huskies. We've got flags flying everywhere right now, though. It's going to be an illegal procedure penalty called on the Huskies. 3:05 left to go here in the fourth quarter. That penalty that was called on the Blue Dragons was a sideline infraction. The official ran into somebody, apparently. Somebody came onto the field. So it brings up a 1st and 15 now for the Huskies from the 31-yard line of the Blue Dragons.
After the penalty, it's 1st and 15 for the Huskies.
Coming out of the timeout, Huskies, the clock is not running because of the timeout, so the Huskies need to run a play and get it going. Direct snap back to Schmitz. Schmitz is going to look for room on the right side. He's got blockers all over. Schmitz gets about 7 yards on the carry for the Huskies.
Run out of bounds by Abraham.
Run out of bounds by Abraham.
Getting back the penalty brings up 2nd and 10 for the.
Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies back at the 26-yard line of the Blue Dragons. They got the 5 yards back from the penalty. Three minutes left to go here in quarter number 4. Huskies have the 20-14 lead over the Garretson Blue Dragons. Riley Schmitz, handoff goes to Skylar Swadek. Swadek 10-5, touchdown Huskies! Touchdown, Husky, Skylar Swadek.
26 yards for the touchdown, Skylar Swadek.
So Swadek scampers in 26 yards for the touchdown. Huskies now have the 12-point lead, 26-14. With 2:52 left to go here in the fourth quarter. That is the momentum the Huskies needed. Oh, my goodness.
Huskies are going to go for 2.
Huskies are going to go for 2 on this to make it a 2-score game. Ball goes to Riley Schmidt. Schmidt's going to try to get around the corner, and he gets in! It's good! So with 2:52 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Huskies have the 28-14 lead over the Garretson Blue Dragons. We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Combinations were just meant to go together. Chips and salsa, refrigerator and freezer, the internet and cat videos. At State Farm, there's another combination meant to go together, home and auto. As in combining your home and auto insurance with one agent, which leads to another combination, saving dollars and cents. Your State Farm agent is here to help life go right. Combine home and auto and see how much you can save.
For more details, contact Brad Fowler, your local State Farm agent in Elk Point, South Dakota, and Akron, Iowa.
Hybrids was founded in 1970 by Wendell Ray near Bath, South Dakota. Wendell's son joined the business in 1976. Over the years, the two succeeded and prospered by focusing on what matters most, the needs of farmers in the North. Ray Hybrids serve their farmers by working alongside them to understand what seed products work best in their fields and provide specific recommendations that fit the local environment. Visit them online at ray-hybrids.com. That's ray-hybrids.com to learn more about their proven product.
Oh, the ball. As we come back, the kickoff got muffed. Huskies diving after it, but I think Garretson got it, though.
Kid bounced it off his leg.
Wow.
Recovered by Long for the Blue Dragons.
Joseph Zahn got in there and was able to grab the ball for the Blue Dragons. There was a Husky there, but it bounced off of his chest as well. So the Huskies have the 28-14 lead with 2:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Rain has stopped falling here in Elk Point-Jefferson. Now it's a beautiful night for football once again. Kent back to pass. Finds his man over the middle.
Kent's pass.
Kent's pass is complete to number 80.
Flanagan.
Ryan Flanagan, the tight end. We haven't called his number all night long. Garretson in a hurry-up offense. 2:33 left to go. Kent back to pass. He gets it over to Cross.
Long.
Check that. It's Cooper Long.
Cooper Long.
So Garrettson's trying to hurry up. 2:27 left to go. 2:26. Clock is running. Kent drops back to pass once again. Pass is complete to Long. Long tries to get around a receiver. He got ran out of bounds by Heiser.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Blue Dragons.
2nd and 6. .211 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies up 28-14. Oh my goodness. So Kent, 2 men split wide to the left, 1 split wide to the right. Kent drops back to pass. He gets hit and picked up by Tyler Gehrig. Tyler Gehrig picked it off. He's got Riley Schmitz in front of him. Gehrig, 30, 20. 1 man to beat, 50, 10, 5. Touchdown, Huskies! Touchdown, Huskies! Tyler Gehrig.
73-yard interception.
73-yard interception. So Tyler Gehring, 73-yard touchdown or interception for a touchdown, a pick six for the Huskies. The Huskies, after a slow start, have really been pouring it on the Blue Dragons. A minute 56 left to go.
For two.
Huskies go for two, and it's good!
In for the 2-point conversion.
Skylar Swadek with the 2-point conversion. So with a minute 56 left to go here in the fourth quarter, the Huskies go up 36-14 on the Garretson Blue Dragons. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Insurance in Elk Point, South Dakota is an independent insurance agency. They're not committed to any specific insurance company. They are committed to you. Rubida Insurance looks for the best combination of price, coverage, and service to match your needs. With one call or visit, you have access to multiple lines of coverage. They work for you as your consultant for your present and future insurance needs. Rubida Insurance, Elk Point, committed to customer satisfaction because our future together depends on it.
Back for the Blue Dragons, Carson Jimmy.
The 1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, Elk Point, South Dakota, where the Huskies have the 36-14 lead over the Garretson Blue Dragons. A minute 51 left to go. The kickoff was a short kickoff. Jacob Scarman in on the tackle for the Huskies. So Dylan Kent back under center. And they're just going to take a knee. They know this game is out of reach. So that's how this game is going to end. Kent's going to take 3 knees and try to run the clock out.
Kent takes a knee.
So the Huskies are going to be victorious and improve their record to 3-3. Garretson is going to drop to 2-4 on the season. So the Huskies are going to end up winning this ball game 36-14. They're just waiting for the final 40 seconds. And that is how this one is going to end. The Huskies are going to win and defeat the Garretson Blue Dragons 36-14.
Good job, both teams.
We're going to go ahead and step aside. You're watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back right after this.
1960s, McLaury Engineering Inc. has been committed to providing professional civil engineering and land surveying services to public and private clients in a tri-state area. They are a small firm focused on serving you with professional and technical insights drawn from decade-long relationships. They will deliver the best engineered, planned, economical designed projects for you with professional, technically knowledgeable staff and an overall lower project end cost. Committed to you at McLaury Engineering in Elk Point.
In the intro tonight.
Quality care close to home. That's Horizon Healthcare in Elk Point. For immunizations and well child visits to family health, we're right here for all ages with convenient hours and timely appointments. Local care for you and your family makes life easier with less travel, greater personal attention, and overall wellness for life. That's Horizon Healthcare's Elk Point Community Health Center.
Digital Solutions started a little over 6 years ago doing Facebook Live videos for a couple ball games. And little did we know we'd have the 2020 pandemic and so many reasons for doing live streams on our new YouTube channel. We have 12 schools we cover: Mississippi, South Dakota, and Iowa. And we're always growing. If you're interested in working with FDS as camera operator or play-by-play for the many sports we cover, or if you would like to use our services to live stream your event, email us at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com and subscribe to Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube.
1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
That's Jensen Insurance in Elk Point. Be sure to check them out online at jensenagencyonline.com.
He went back in because he took another couple of shots.
Considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done in customer testimonial.
Welcome back to Elk Point-Jefferson High School, where the Huskies have just defeated the Garretson Blue Dragons 36-14. Let's take a look at some other scores from around the state tonight. With 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, Sisseton is all over Redfield, 36-0 tonight. Mobridge Pollock is defeating Webster area 44-0 with 6 minutes left in the third. Sioux Valley has taken the lead over McCook Central Montrose 22-20 with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. That's a good game there. Madison is defeating Miller Highmore Herald 46-8 with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. The start of the third quarter, Hot Springs and Lee Deadwood are still in a good battle here, 12-8 in favor of Hot Springs. Again, our final here, 36-14, Huskies over Garretson. Winner defeated Chamberlain tonight, 52-14. Canton is defeating Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central, 27-2 with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. With 2 minutes left to go in the fourth, Flandreau is beating Beersford 21-13. That game is up in Flandreau tonight. Custer is defeating Bennett County 34-0. Belfouche was defeated by St. Thomas More tonight 47-7. And Aberdeen Roncalli has come back on Groton area and are winning 18-14. And we are now joined by head coach Jake Terry. And coach, that was a heck of a fourth quarter the boys put together.
Yeah, they did an outstanding job. Last week on Monday, Tuesday, we talked about how your true colors show when your back's against the wall. They come out, we fumble the first possession, we fumble on the first play. They go down and score, they onside, they get it. Our backs were against the wall there. Obviously, our kids responded, played the best half of football we've played all year. Ran the ball every single time, ran one formation, the entire offense, clicked, ran 4 different plays, just go right at them. And, our offensive line did a fantastic job. Riley did a great job. I'm not sure how many yards that kid had. He's going to need an ice bath tonight. Our offensive line gave 100% credit to those guys leading the way. They did a phenomenal job across the board. Offense, defense, special teams, all 3 phases. Really did a nice job coming out, executing, making the adjustments. We adjusted a couple things in the second half to come out, really slowed down their run. They were gashing a little bit down the run, and our kids really did a nice job adjusting it, coming with a different front, and being able to be coached by kids, talk about football IQ. They understand what we're talking about, what we want to do, and you just continue to see these guys develop. Sky's the limit for these guys that keep working hard, especially the number of young guys where we start 6 sophomores on defense here tonight. So, for a good chance for them to get on the field and continue to progress and continue to get better.
Coach, let's take a look at next week. I mean, you covered everything I was going to ask tonight, which is great. Let's take a look at next week. You guys are going to be playing a tough McCook Central Montrose game. They're down to Sioux Valley right now, 22-20. What is going to be your message to the team going into prep for this week for that game?
Find our identity, stay true to it, and understand what we got to do to be able to win the football. Can't turn the ball over. We got to play fundamentally sound against those guys. They do a nice job spreading it out. They're a good team, so we just got to make sure we play our game and just make sure we have a great prep all the way on through. So it's should be an exciting game, that's for sure. A lot of implications for playoffs and playoff position, playoff seed points next week. So our kids will be ready to go.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, congratulations on the win. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
That was head coach Jake Terry stopping by to talk to us about the win tonight. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here from Elk Point tonight. Congratulations to the Huskies on the 36-14 victory over the Garretson Blue Dragons. Like Coach Terry said, their backs were against the wall, but they did not falter one bit in that second half. And the Huskies came away with the victory. So for Abby Cassidy, again, happy birthday to her. I'm Mark Krebs, your voice of the Huskies all season long. You've been watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football here on YouTube Live, presented by Fuller Digital Solutions. Our next broadcast will be next Thursday night at home as the volleyball team will be playing Tri-Valley. The Tri-Valley Mustangs come to town, so we'll be on the air at about 7:15. Abby will be with me running the camera all night long. So again, the Husky volleyball team is our next broadcast, and then we will have the game from Salem against McCook Central Montrose next week for you as well. So again, for Abby Cassidy, I'm Mark Krebs. You've been watching Elk Point-Jefferson Husky football, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Thank you. Have a great night, and go Huskies!